Now to Wyatt Krogman, no advantage. It's pretty much a one-on-three. Krogman spins, got around Billy Johnson and takes it to the rack.
Coming up on the RMAC Showcase, a run by the Hills. Don't look now, but Black Hills State is near the top of the RMAC in men's and women's hoops. Plus, running for a cause, the Yellow Jackets men's cross-country team turns tragedy into triumph. And a spring sports preview, track is on track. We also visit with BHSU President Tom Jackson. That's all ahead on the RMAC Showcase. Welcome to the RMAC Showcase, coming to you from Black Hills State University in Spearfish, South Dakota. I'm Eric Danner. The Black Hills State women's basketball team has been among the league's best since they joined the RMAC back in 2012. The Yellow Jackets leading the Rocky Division as they had a big weekend against Regis and Chadron State coming up. First up, the Rangers from Regis. Rachel Erickson comes off the Black Hills bench to score 18 in the first half alone. Yellow Jackets up 5 after the first quarter. Time winding down in the first half. Cheyenne Falster gets the rebound and the bucket before the buzzer. BH leads by 7. Third quarter, all Regis. Kaylee Rader scores a team-high 15. Rangers take an 8-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. And the fourth is all Yellow Jackets. Bailey Kuzer, we'll have more on later in the show, hits the three to give Black Hills State the lead. Taylor Trokaminen scores 12 fourth quarter points. BHSU wins 67-60.
There was different things. There was tons of ups and downs, I feel like, for both teams. And we just came through it at the end, and we showed really big toughness at the end, and we needed it.
The following night, Chadron State in town once again. Erickson comes off the Black Hills bench. Instant offense. She scores a game-high 16. Yellow Jackets lead by 13 at the half. Third quarter, Chadron hangs tough. Stephanie Knowles with the J, but the Eagles could not cut into the Jackets' lead. Christine Thorne loses the handle, gets it back, goes off the glass. She scores 16. Black Hills State wins 69-54. They move to 7-1 in the RMAC.
I think it's just, again, we were focusing on one game at a time, on just getting through every game, every possession, every minute.
We'll have the inspirational story of one of the Yellow Jackets players later in the show. The men's basketball team here at Black Hills State is in the middle of a very nice season. Black Hills with a chance to qualify for their first ever RMAC tournament. Helping lead the way is sophomore Wyatt Krogman. He's leading the RMAC in assists at better than 5 per game. Krogman hails from White River, South Dakota, where he's something of a family legacy. His brother Louis is the 6th all-time leading scorer at the University of South Dakota, and Wyatt says basketball is in his family's blood.
Growing up on a ranch, it was always, work came first, but you're never really pressured to play sports. But I just kind of fell in love with it after, watching my brothers grow up with it, and I started playing it and I started to really like it. So I don't know, it just kind of came naturally, I guess.
Just a kind of a rich tradition of basketball in his family, so it's in the genes, so to speak. But really smart player, and he's doing very good things, and we're working on ways to make him better.
The men's cross-country team here at Black Hills State qualified for their first ever NCAA championship this year. The Yellow Jackets finished 14th in the country. It ended as one of the best years in school history, but started out as one of the worst.
You know what they're going to be saying after this race? They're going to talk about BH, baby!
At the 2014 RMAC Cross Country Championships in Gunnison, the Black Hills State men's team finished 10th out of 15. They were 12th at regionals. A trip to nationals in 2015 seemed a bit far-fetched, but for senior-to-be Gage McSpadden, he was certain that's where the Yellow Jackets were headed.
Gage had told his father that we were going to qualify, and he really did. And so, in fact, I think he told his dad, you better get tickets now because we're going to make it.
Scott Walkinshaw is the longtime coach at Black Hills State. This summer, before the season began, he went outside to enjoy some fresh air.
I was actually washing our car out in the driveway, and I saw some lightning up by the college.
The lightning off in the distance had struck 2 people, Gage and former Black Hills State runner Evan Strand. Gage, Evan, and Gage's girlfriend were out playing disc golf in the canyon.
Me and Kendall, another one of our roommates, were out climbing, and we were pretty far up the canyon, and it was clear days, blue skies.
Aaron Shoney was also a runner on the cross-country team and Gage's roommate. He also received word about the lightning strike that night.
You wanted to be like scared, upset, cry, and all these things were running through your head like, was he gonna be okay?
Evan was not hit directly, but Gage's condition was much worse.
When they were getting ready to life flight him to the Swedish hospital in Denver, we knew it was pretty serious.
Walkinshaw and his wife made plans to travel to Denver.
And Shelby Stoltz called me, and she said, Coach, she said, they're going to take Gage off of everything tomorrow. And you're just not ready for that.
A well-known Black Hills State University student has died following a lightning strike.
Gage McSpadden was 21 years old. More than 500 people went to his funeral in the small town of Rawlins, Wyoming. A month later, with memories of Gage still fresh in everyone's minds, the cross-country season began.
The season was the furthest thing from, I think, anybody's mind. It was very, very hard to deal with.
The Black Hills State team rallied around the memory of Gage. They won their first meet of the year, then another and another. The Yellow Jackets competed in 4 meets and won all 4. Next up was the RMAC Championships in Alamosa.
Hadn't lost a meet, and that was like our first meet with RMAC schools. And yeah, we were hoping to do a lot better, obviously, but yeah, it kind of helped us realize where we were at.
Black Hills finished 6th. Regionals were just 2 weeks away. To qualify, they would need to finish in the top 6. Coach Walkinshaw got a call from Tyler McSpadden, Gage's dad.
He said, you guys you're gonna make it. Gage said you were, and I'm trying to tell him that, we've got some big obstacles to get through. And he just had this confidence that we were gonna do it.
The odds were against Black Hills finishing in the top 6, but they were running for more than just themselves.
One of the things I kept telling myself, Gage is out here, he's running right alongside us. In my head, I was trying to do what I could do to make him proud.
When the meet was finished, everyone knew it would be close. Some calculated Black Hills had finished 7th, 1 spot away. Then one of the parents got a vantage point to see the official score.
Alec Baldwin's dad walked by and he goes, I saw it was 6th. And so just the elation, indescribable.
It was probably the best feeling I've ever felt.
Gage's prophecy came true. The Yellow Jackets were heading to nationals.
Once I got the news, I called Lori and told her, and then I called Tyler, Gage's dad.
2 weeks later at nationals in Joplin, Missouri, Black Hills State would finish 14th, beating teams that beat them in regionals and finishing higher than they had been ranked all year.
I miss Gage as a runner, but I miss Gage as a person more. Just a phenomenal kid. He would still be fun just to sit. He would just be so proud and beaming. And I want to think that we would have made it with him.
Gage's family was presented with an honorary degree. His memory lives on and continues to inspire his friends and teammates.
You never stop to thank them as much as they do, and Gage was one of those people, he was super influential, great student, great athlete, and just knowing I was never able to tell him thanks for what he did for us, it's changed my life. Like knowing whether it's with my parents or anybody, I'm always thinking, and I've contacted my middle school coach and high school coaches, and I've told them how much they meant to me and how much they helped me achieve or to be where I am today. And that's just something I'm trying to live with now, is be thankful for the people you're given in your life and let them know what they mean to you.
A memorial scholarship has been established in honor of Gage McSpadden. It can be accessed through the Black Hills State website. Still ahead on the showcase, we look forward to springtime. Coming up next, the president of Black Hills State, Dr. Tom Jackson. You're watching the RMAC Showcase.